Hello everyone, so let's get to it because I want to make these videos short in sections, so there'll be probably 6 or 7 short videos, just examples on how to treat certain territories. And the first candidate of this example is the mouse. I'll flip this open. As you can see on the enemy team, they have the 121B. Pretty much the lineup for the desert push, and pretty much that's where the entire enemy team was. So at the beginning of this game I kind of told the meds to bail. Unfortunately 4202 didn't survive. Anyways, so as a mouse I'm expecting them to all come rushing into our flank, and this is kind of the best spot to do that in. Why this is the best spot? Because to the left and to the right I have these buildings that I can hold this entrance here and prevent anyone from coming in. If they try to push the flank side, I can hold them. They'll have to worry about me for quite some time, and that's kind of what's going on here. Angling this tank at a certain degree, you have to angle the body and the turret so no one really can pen you at that point. I should have hit him with AP, but APCR was there. Anyways, I end up holding this area here the whole game. And you can see K91 is trying to pen me. I angle it. He's going to bounce every shot, pretty much. Yep. So he's not very good at this. Anyways, even if they push, what you would do, or what I would do here, I would block this entrance. I would not allow them to come through. I can hold all 3 tanks or anyone else that comes in here, and if they try to push, I just block this whole area and prevent them from coming in. So lots of bounces there, almost 3,000. 1,500, and assisted damage about 3,000. So things are working out really nice. The IS-7 is here, the MX is here, the K91 is here, and they have no intention of pushing me. And now I'm comfortable enough to do exactly that. Push forward, and so I held enough of this enemy team to where I prevent them from coming in too quickly and annihilating our flank. Anyways, this is just an example that you have to read out the enemy line. If they look like a desert push, you pretty much can expect a desert push. Let's go to the next one. Alright, so for the next example, I am in an IS-3. And in this map particularly, you have to push as far as you can go onto this hill. That guy really didn't think about what he was doing. The reason why you want to hold this territory on this corner is because you want to protect the guys who are on the river. If you let them come out too far out, they have the ability to make shots. But if you hold them down and you hold this territory here, you could do really well for yourself. I know it's a little tricky, but with an IS tank or a tank that has similar armor, you could do this for a long time. If they peek out, if they happen to peek out, they're either going to get hit by me or my teammates. But holding those 4 tanks here is crucial. My shots are not wanting to go in. But regardless of all the missed shots that I had there, this is a crucial position for this map. This is something that I call owning territory. The spot that your enemy wants to have in the beginning of the game, you take it from them. Therefore, what happens? They are not able to do comfortably what they usually are used to. And what happens? This IS-5 is doing a good job at helping me, and I am doing pretty well at bouncing some shots. And this is kind of what you have to do, because if you're not prepared to do these kind of positions, you are not doing your teammates any favors. At this point, the river area hasn't been cleared out, but I'm not really worried about them because I'm also not overextending my shots because there's a rock right there. Um, so what's it called? The riverside has been cleared out, and the rest of this team is kind of barely alive. So I just wanted to make that example. If you're on this map and you've got a nice buddy like this IS-5 doing what he's supposed to do, he's moving around, he's adjusting himself, and I'm just holding this position. I'm not really even trying to make shots at them. I'm just making sure they're bouncing shots. Here comes IS-5 again. So 2 tanks of this caliber can hold this area for long periods of time. Anyways, let's go to the next video. I just want to make these short. This next video, we're doing the E100. We are in this map, and the reason why I'm going with an E100 in this direction is because of the enemy lineup. They have a Leopard, Object, Sheridan, and a WT. All of those are expected to be on the left side, which is the town side or the ruin side. And as you can see, there's a little bit of a rush there, and he gets caught and shot and damaged. You don't need to extend this, just wait for them to go and rush and help and push and do whatever it is that they need to do. I believe that I bounced on the Sheridan with that shot. That was a side shot, but it bounced. Anyways, I'm going to bring the heat right here if I can. Yes, I can. And put 1,000 in there. So you can do a lot of damage when you see a lineup of an enemy like that. The lineup, what you're looking for is that squishy lineup of a bunch of meds, WT. Jagdpanzer is really not something you need to worry about. He has no turret, so he has to be pointing on obvious spots, which is from the back. Everyone else is going to be rushing town because the city is really not ideal for meds. Meds don't like going to the city. And that's really an example of reading the enemy line if you want to win, because attempting to go to town with an E100 with an enemy lineup like that, yeah, I would have been probably useless and wouldn't have made too many shots, but so far so good, and my team has been able to eliminate. Alright, let's go to the next video. So we spoke about the IS-3 earlier and taking over that position that is crucial for the enemy team. We're doing the same thing in IS-7, which has similar armor as the IS-3, and you can use it the same way. The K91 is shooting heat, from what I can tell, and he's getting blasted. Why? Because he is concentrated on me and not my team in the back that's shooting. Anyway, sorry, my camera's flipping out. So this is what I'm holding, and I'm gonna try hit that T-22 for a little bit of damage, just to help out my team. Make them squishy, as I say. So this is the same approach. You can do this with an IS-3, you can do this with an IS-7, or any other tank that has similar. That was a ricochet for some reason. I think I hit him right in the nose. Alright, so let's not make that mistake again. Alright, side shot. There we go, 521, high roll, that's good. And the K91 is still being sneaky, but he is not really worried about me. So again, T-22, I'm just taking shots on the things that are most important. And really, I am protected by that little slope of a hill to my right. And T-22 should be dying soon. This WT is really not supposed to be here, but he is. Anyways, I'm bouncing shots. Things are happening. Here comes a shot to the rear. Good. Hey, WT helped out. Nice. Good. So yeah, same thing with an IS-3. IS-7 does it. Hold that territory. Territory that your enemy wants. If you can hold it, if you can take it from them, you have the ability to win games. And that's what this game is all about. Anyways, let's go to the next video. And the first thing I notice is that the enemy lineup is very quick. They have a T-44, they have a T-49, Challenger, the FV-301, and what's going to happen? They're going to go C. So I'm going to go straight to C. They're looking a little excited. Oh, look, T-49 is by himself, and then I show up. Now they're going to back up because they don't want to mess with an IS-3. The 301 and T-44 have a hard time pending me. If I use my armor right, they're going to die. But I'm going to also play this fairly aggressively because I'm taking an area that they want, that they should have, but they're uncomfortable in taking this round. The reason why? Because I own this territory. They're backing up, they're leaving, and making things a little more comfortable for my team. If you don't recognize these lineups of your enemy team, like they have on the right side, if you don't recognize this, and you end up going to the middle of town, you are not doing your teammates any favors. So this is an advantage. Here comes another point of the advantage. Don't be afraid when you have a tank like this, because everybody's kind of squishy for you. Don't ever back into your teammate. That is a big no-no. Backing into your teammate where he can reverse is one of the things you never do. Anyways, these are all territories that makes your enemy team uncomfortable. We end up winning this round by a fairly good margin, but just keep your eyes on your enemies. That's a little help there. Anyhow, this is a lot of videos that I'm making today, and I'm just trying to explain on what your job is, what your crucial positioning is of your tank. So even though you're playing a certain tank, like an IS tank or an E100, it doesn't mean you should take same routes. The routes matter in regards to what your enemy has. If there's a lot of armor, then you don't have to take these routes. You should be playing a lot more cautiously because they can bleed you out quickly. But in this case, you want to be the guy who's in charge, making sure that any of these guys that are out here trying to take over and run around and speed around like the T-49 and the rest of his buddies, that smasher is a little too healthy. I gotta drop him down. We do win this game, and I end up making a massive difference in winning this game. They gave us a good fight, but again, owning territory, owning positions, and then preserving your health points during all of this is very important. And don't be a horse with blinds, only see straight. You have to be able to see multiple targets from multiple directions and make a plan. The E2 is pushing, I'm going with him. If we can get this guy to leave this area, maybe we can snipe him out. It looks like we got him cornered. Excellent. Alright, so that's really the whole point of playing this game. It doesn't matter what you're playing, it doesn't matter what tank you're in. You are crucial to the game, but you have to be able to read enemy position. And that's all I'm going to say for today. This is a win. Thank you guys for watching. I hope it helps a little bit on what I'm saying. I wish you many wins. Alright, have a good one.